There are so many people in here. I feel like I'm going back to school. I love it. You were on last week, so thanks for joining us 2 weeks in a row.
I'm also here with my girlfriend, which is Elisa. So,
yeah, it's nice. I remember your guys' first time on meeting each other. Now you guys all come on as boyfriend
it was on
and
this
girlfriend.
show. We met each other on this show.
Hell
yeah.
That's so sick.
Wow.
Yeah, we're almost 7 months in the 21st.
Hey, I'm just saying, but I'm single.
Chris
Anybody in this call who is single as well? I'm sorry.
Chris is literally a man.
So let's say this is a scenario, and I want to hear it from everyone. If you were to get a hot tub and it turned into a time machine, but you didn't know, and the hot tub took you to any time, like it could be in the future, in the past, it can be any time, right? And you like got into the hot tub and then you transferred to that time period, and then you became a famous streamer for that time period because of where you're at. What time period would it be? And you can't pick the same answer as somebody else, so you got to be creative.
Before you said streamer part, I was gonna say I'd want to go to like the time where like the monkeys were turning into people so that I could be their god. But I don't know how streaming would relate to that.
I mean, you could do it while you're streaming. So you'd be known as the streamer that became famous for being around when the monkeys
being God.
Yeah, that's very interesting there, Beck. That's an interesting one.
Honestly, I've always, I don't know why, but every time I have like a history lesson or whatever, back when I was in high school, I was like obsessed with the 1920s. I don't even know why. Like, I'm sure I'm not like dark colored, but during the 1920s, it probably would be like, well. Anyways, I would love to go to the 1920s just because like the music and the dance scene, like, I think it'd be really cool.
So you'd be known as the hot tub streamer in the 1920s?
Oh God.
Can you imagine being in a 2021 bikini in a 1920s era?
Oh God.
Okay, never mind.
No, you picked it. You can't go back on it.
I'm feeling Holy Roman Empire, and I'm gonna be a bathhouse streamer. And
yeah.
Yeah, everyone's gonna want to be in my bathhouse. And I'm gonna say, hell nah, dude.
If this question was asked a little before, I would have actually traveled to 2077 and be like, first Cyberpunk 27 playthrough, and I'm like in the bathtub, and I'm like actually just going to 2077 in the bathtub, and it's like, wait, this is an IRL stream, and it'd be like, whoa, and then I don't know, like I just feel like that would be just really interesting, but it's probably like actually not even gonna be that advanced as Cyberpunk 2077. Be pretty but it'd be a funny concept.
Personally, I would go to 2017. I feel like it was a simpler time. Musically was still alive, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like all those like old like rap songs. I don't know. I just feel like it would just be so much fun just to know all the trends in advance and just like be able to anticipate like everything. Like I would be able to know everything that's happening for the next 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Like
I would go further than 2017 back. I'd probably go like 2013 when like all the music was like just different then. I mean, I could invest in Bitcoin before it blows up again. And
invest in Dogecoin before it's a thing.
Me? I'm going back to 2008.
I love the Black Eyed Peas.
Like I was doing like top tier like YouTube stuff back then before I got copyright strike like hard to the ground.
I think I would probably go back to 1970s. That was like when Arnold Schwarzenegger was like huge and doing Mr. Olympia, and I pretty much like my two hobbies are like video games and going to the gym. Before like Tyler One came around doing his like gym streams, I do like gym streams and just like follow Arnold around.
I'll go back to like 2010 when just life was just simple.
2010? Only 11 years ago?
What were you doing in 2010?
When I was 10 years old.
Okay.
God damn, I'm fucking old.
10-year-old.
Thousands babies.
I would go back to like 8,000 BC.
8,000 BC?
Yeah, I'd hang out in nature all day, and I'd like sing to the tree spirits and the sky spirits, and I would just travel like by barefoot all day through the nature. That's what I would do.
You want that good weed, huh? God damn.
Totally sober.
All right, so for the next question, I want to know what is something that you did as a teenager that you'll never forget for the rest of your life?
when I was 17 years old, I tried to do a makeup tutorial. and it went viral for being bad. I had 1 million views on that shit. All the comments were like how you should submit this to Refinery29, but it was fine because I gained like 50K off of that, so it was great.
I'm like trying to think, but like I've always been such a goody-goody. Random story I have like from when I was like 14, 15. It was like the Justin Bieber like baby era. Came to Edmonton, my city. I knew that he was at the mall. So my sister was a huge fan. So like me and her friends went to the mall. We're like walking through the mall and all of a sudden like people start running behind us. And I was like, what the fuck? And I looked to my like left and like I'm literally like this far from Justin Bieber. And then he looks at me and then we just like both start running because now there's people chasing us. That was a really weird random one. I accidentally like body slammed him at the mall too that day. I was not a fan. I'm still not a fan. That's just a funny story. I body slammed Justin Bieber.
If you could create any video game that was ever created and be the actual owner of it, what video game would it be and why?
The entire Elder Scrolls, everything.
You took my shit. Fuck you.
It's my favorite game in the entire world, and it's like that'd be so cool if I was
Okay,
the
but
person who
explain
made it.
why it's your favorite game.
There's
Remember, people are
dragons,
watching.
there's
People
magic,
don't
there's
know.
archery, there's
Okay.
there's everything that you can make any build. There's elves, there's fucking like what more do you need?
Okay, I already wrote which one I thought I would in chat, but actually I'm gonna go with RuneScape just because it's like I grew up on that shit. That's my shit.
Well, I mean, Joe, I don't really know you. So,
That's
like,
the whole
what you
point.
about, Joe?
What do you mean?
What are you about, Joe?
We've really been here for
I
2
mean,
hours.
I really could get kicked out for numerous things.